So last lesson, remember we came up with a list of traditions and cultural practices from multiple cultures? Yeah, well, we're going to talk about some more of that today. We're going to focus on our own traditions and cultural practices, as well as those of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Who can tell me what traditions and cultural practices are? Yeah, so that's right. Tradition is something we often do with our family, so we often have family traditions. We can also have cultural traditions. This also connects with cultural practices. So, for example, a cultural practice can be ceremonies, and an example is Chinese New Year. So that happens every year. It's a generational thing, so it's a tradition, but it's also a cultural practice as it's just the Chinese culture that celebrate that. So we're going to create a mind map. You guys remember what a mind map is? Who can tell me? Yeah, that's right. So we put in a topic in the middle and we branch our ideas from it. We're going to put traditions and cultural practices in the middle, and in pairs you're going to come up with your own cultural practices and traditions, and you're going to also list some that are related to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So it's just what you can think of and it's getting your ideas flowing. So we're going to give you 5 minutes to that activity. You'll be in pairs and then we'll come back and we'll share what we've got. Okay, who can share what they came up with? Yep, birthdays, definitely. Now, did you have that under your own cultural traditions or under Torres Strait Islander and Aboriginal cultural traditions? Yep, perfect. So it would come under both. Awesome. What else did we come up with? Christmas. Awesome. Yep, New Year's. Another good one. Now, would Christmas and New Year's be traditions or cultural practices? Yep, perfect. That was a great answer. So, reflecting on what I said earlier about the Chinese New Year, so Chinese New Year, they would celebrate when Chinese New Year is, and we celebrate our New Year on a different day. So it can be a cultural practice, and it's also a tradition because it's generational. Awesome. Who came up with some other things? Perfect. NAIDOC Week. Awesome. So who can tell me what NAIDOC Week is? Yeah, that's right. We do celebrate it in our school. So it's a week where we do activities and we learn about Aboriginal culture and, we just get involved and stuff like that. Awesome. Good job. What's another cultural practice that people came up with? Yeah, storytelling. Perfect. So which did you have that under? Your own cultural practice or Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander? Awesome. So you put that one under Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander because you've heard about the stories that they tell. Yeah, so often Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples will tell stories as a way of sharing their knowledge and their history. Yeah, awesome. Perfect answer. Great. Who has some other things to share? Yeah, Australia Day. Awesome. Now, did you have that under your own practice or under Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples? Yeah, that's right, exactly. It can be both. As we celebrate NAIDOC Week and we celebrate Aboriginal culture, we both celebrate Australia Day as it is, we both live here, we both this part of the land, and we both celebrate Australia Day. Perfect. Awesome. We're going to move on to the next activity now, which is a Venn diagram of our own personal cultural traditions and practices, and we're also going to do that in comparison with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultural practices and traditions. We're going to watch some videos and do some research to really hone in on those ideas.